in the 69-year history of this competition, now featuring 32 teams. We are in Foshan, and it's the third and last day of battle in Group D. First game, it'll be Angola versus the Philippines. In our second game, it'll be Serbia versus Italy. Two winless teams slugging it out in our first game, and two unbeaten teams fight for pole position in the second game. Serbia and Italy assured of advancing to the second round, where they play Spain in either Tunisia or Puerto Rico and Wuhan. Angola and the Philippines will go to the classifications against Iran in either Tunisia or Puerto Rico in Beijing. This is the 2019 FIBA World Cup, the world's GAC game. Dean Kinito Henson here with Josh Bett.
Well, Dean, as you said, now we got two winless teams coming up right now and two undefeated teams later. And the good thing for right now is we're headed for a very competitive game. As you mentioned already, both Angola and the Philippines coming off two very hard defeats. But no doubt they're going to want to leave on a very high note. And we'll see how this one plays out.
And for the Philippines, players now being introduced. Philippines have played 3 African countries in World Cup history and have won each and every game. Over Egypt 66-65 in 1959, over the Central African Republic 87-86 in 1974, and over Senegal 81-79 in overtime in 2014. Will that streak be preserved in this game, or will Angola be the first African team to deal the Philippines its first loss in World Cup history? And now Angola, players being introduced. You see Yannick Barrera. Angola won 9 of 11 games so far in World Cup history against Asian teams.
Well, one thing we're going to be sure to see from Angola tonight is a very physical presence. I mean, we've seen how tough they can play, but again, the Philippines are going to have to rely on their fast break basketball, and they're going to have to shoot better tonight because they haven't shot very well from the perimeter in their first 2 games against Serbia and Italy.
And Angola, they've lost 2 games in a row, but never 3 consecutive games since 1994. And the American coach of Angola, Will Voigt, saw him in your screens. And this is our schedule for today's Game 3 action in Group D, Angola versus the Philippines. And we will be bringing that action live for you momentarily. And then later on in the day, it's going to be a big battle between Serbia and Italy. And as we said, Serbia and Italy undefeated in this competition, identical 2-0 records. Angola and the Philippines still playing for their first victory in the FIBA World Cup this year. And the Angolan fans coming in full force. Chinese fans also loving the action, showing up in Foshan. Philippine fans, a lot of them flying all the way from the Philippines to be here to support their team. And now we'll have the national anthems of both these teams. And now we have the traditional handshake and the exchange of souvenirs between these two national teams. And as we've all been saying since the start of this competition, Josh, the World Cup, the FIBA World Cup, is all about camaraderie, fellowship, friendship, getting together in the spirit and playing the game we all love.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, it brings us all together. And what better place to do it here in Foshan, China? We just get set to introduce our officials tonight, Dean. And again, a lot of credit to how our officials have been doing. We've got officials coming from Kazakhstan, from Brazil, and Australia. Again, we're very proud to say the fine work our officials have done in this competition. So far, we got Guilherme Locatelli, Evgeny Mikheyev, and Scott Paul Becker, some of the finest here in the business, and they'll continue to do so here for the last game in Foshan.
And tremendous work here by the referees, all 56 of them. And they're officiating every single game in the FIBA World Cup. 92 games on tap for you all the way to the final. And the starting lineup for Team Philippines: Andre Blach, the naturalized player, with Gabe Norwood, Mark Barroca, who did not play in the last game against Serbia, R.R. Pogoy, Japer Aguilar.
I find it interesting that Mark Barroca started against Italy, but again, as you mentioned, there's CJ Perez had a very good game. Barroca coming into the starting lineup, which is a bit of an interesting change for Gilas.
And for CJ Perez, he's been the dominant force for Team Philippines. Scored 15 points against Italy, 16 points against Serbia. He'll have to do a lot more work and plus get a lot more support from his teammates if the Philippines hoping to beat Angola in this game. And for Angola, here we go with the starting lineup. It's Gerson Domingos, and he's playing the point guard position. Yannick Moreira, Carlos Moraes, Jose Antonio, and look at this, Joachim Valdelich, Vander. We were talking about how possibly Angola would start with a major big lineup against the Philippines, and yes, it's the first time we will be watching Moreira and Vander playing together in what could be the Twin Towers for them.
Well, one thing, Carlos Moraes definitely needs to get off to a good mark from the perimeter, but for the Philippines, Andre Blach is going to have to stay out of foul trouble today. As you mentioned, Vander, along with Yannick Moreira, no doubt those are going to be two big men down low for the Philippines defense.
And the Philippine fans, you see them there. Actually, the parents of Kiefer Ravena are in the house, Bong and Mosey Ravena, and the Philippine national head coach, Yeng Guiao. And for the Philippines, the lack of defensive consistency has been a problem throughout its World Cup history. And they've given up 100 points in 13 of their last 22 games. And for Coach Will Voigt, the challenge for Angola, play tough defense. They've won 8 of the 10 games where they've held opponents to an average of less than 75 points. So for Angola, I think the orientation will be off defense. For the Philippines, I think the orientation will be offense. It's going to be a classic matchup here between offense and defense.
No doubt about it. I mean, again, for the Philippines as well, as you mentioned, the defense. But one thing they haven't done the last 2 games is shot very well from the perimeter. I mean, they've only hit about 5 3-point attempts in the last game and 3 before that. But if they get up to a good shooting night, who knows? Maybe they can stretch Angola for 4 quarters.
Both these teams looking for their first victory here in the 2019 FIBA World Cup. And as we mentioned earlier, they will be going to the classification phase in Beijing, where Iran will await them, and the winner of the game between Tunisia and Puerto Rico today. And we'll find out the result of that contest as to which team will be joining Angola and the Philippines in the classification stage in Beijing. That will start September 6th. Second game of the classification stage will be on September 8th. And here we go. Angola versus the Philippines, and it's Vander making the jump here for Angola against Japer Aguilar. Oh, wait a minute, now they switch, and it's Moreira. And you see R.R. Pogoy on your screens, one of the deadly shooters of the Philippines, but somehow has not gotten on track with his 3-point shooting in this competition. Here we go, Moreira versus Aguilar, and it's Angola with the first possession. Gerson Domingos moving that ball around. The big man Moreira outside. Looks like they might be playing the high-low. No, it's Moraes. spinning away and scoring off Gabe Norwood.
Oh, Carlos Moraes just having a bit of strength and power. Gabe Norwood in the low block, and again, Norwood's just got to bump and be a little bit more physical.
Mark Barroca passing it off to Japet Aguilar. Not finding the mark. Ball hitting the rim. Here we go. Angola on the attack. Here's Vander against Andre Blatch, and he scores on a medium-range jumper. And Angola jumping off to a 4-0 start.
Well, early on there, you can see that it's just too easy right now for Angola to get the ball in the low block. Philippines has got to do a better job at defending off the ball. Bumping cutters, not making the lanes easy.
Japet Aguilar now throwing it off to Andre Blatch. He's inside the shaded area. He scores. He'll go to the line. That's a three-point play opportunity for Andre Blatch.
Well, Dean, I've said it for the last 2 games. Andre Blatch wants to play in the dribble handoff system, and now you can see him more dominant in the low block. Nobody can guard Andre Blatch in this group right now for one in the low block.
Japet Aguilar locating Andre Blatch inside and drawing the contact from the interior defense of Angola. Andre Blatch, last time out, only 5 points, 4 rebounds, breaking a streak of 6 consecutive double-doubles scored in his personal World Cup history. Looking for redemption. Now he's got 3 points in this game.
And Gabe Norwood now just putting his hand in, and here we go with Japet Aguilar.
A takeaway. Gabe Norwood with the excellent defense, prying that ball loose. Japet Aguilar slamming it home in transition. Domingos giving it off to Moreira. They're looking for Jose Antonio going up against R.R. Pagoy. Ball moving around. Now it's in the hands of Moraes. He fakes. He takes a shot. And not there. Andre Blatch with a rebound. Gabe Norwood over to Blatch. He's bringing it up floor. Here's Gabe Norwood passing it off. Here's R.R. Pagoy. And Andre Blatch with the offensive rebound and the score.
Well, Andre Blatch has got a big point to prove in this game. He meant first 2 games not so strong for the Philippines. Looks like he's not able to play the full 4 quarters, so no doubt he's going to come out with a mission to prove.
Here's Andre Blatch now defending Moreira. Then they go to Vander on the low block, taking a spin move, and he's fouled by Japet Aguilar, or could be Blatch. Blatch from behind.
I think the foul was on Blatch there. You can see, I'm not sure what Blatch is doing, because when Vander takes the jump shot, now, have a look at this. What do you think of this dunk here, team from Aguilar?
And Moreira 2 steps behind Japet Aguilar, making sure with that slammer. Watch it right here. Japet Aguilar with a slam off the steal.
Well, going back to that foul on Andre Blatch, Dean, I got to tell you, it was a silly foul to give away, and what they can't afford is what they did in the last 2 games by putting Italy and Serbia in the penalty within 5 minutes. Philippines has to play more discipline on the defense.
Joaquim Valdelich, known as Vander, 2 out of 2. Now, last season he played in the French Pro League Division B, averaging 13.5 points, 7 rebounds in 34 games. Ball moving around, finding Andre Blatch. And Blatch takes the shot from outside, not there. No offensive rebounding for the Philippines. And Jose Antonio bringing the ball up. They're looking for Moreira at the block. Defended by Japet Aguilar. 2-man game, both bigs. Moreira trying to carve space. There's a spin move, and there's a score! Moreira scoring it off the spin move against Japet Aguilar.
Well, Dean, what Angola's doing is very smart. Whoever is being guided by Andre Blatch, they're bringing him outside, and they got the mismatch with Japet Aguilar down low. They're going to try and isolate now. Yanni Moreira going to take on Aguilar.
Mark Barroca earlier missing on a 3-point attempt. And then Angola missing on that medium-range jumper. Philippines on the attack. They're looking to set the pace, and there it is. Mark Barroca with a transition jump shot. That kind of aggressiveness, that kind of early offense is something the Philippines needs. And here's Mark Barroca with the steal of Shershon Domingos. That pressure defense working well for the Philippines so far. It's an 11-8 lead for the Philippines.
Well, Mark Barroca did such a good job there in transition. After Andre Blatch got the rebound, took it right down the middle and just pulled up for that 15-foot jump shot.
And stepping on the sideline there, Moraes. And Gabe Norwood's defense not giving Moraes any space to get the cool reception. Watch it right here. There's the steal by Mark Barroca, and then the chase down by Domingos, a little bit too late. A layup for Mark Barroca. Again, another angle off that steal. Andre Blatch in the long court. Over to Barroca. Now it's Blatch once more. They're not doubling him. He's got possession. A lot of fakes. Oh, but I missed the shot.
Blatch got to be careful. I mean, you can see he's out of frustration trying to get the ball, but he can't pick up a second personal foul. Domingos going all the way.
Moraes has the ball. Here's the penetration and the kick out. Domingos with a shot. Oh, hit the side of the board, but he gets his own miss, and then he connects off the window. Smart move, great move by Gerson Domingos.
Well, Philippines got to block out. You know, shot goes up. You can't just ball watch. I think just a delay in game right now. I'm not quite sure why.
Referees consoling each other.
Okay, normal speed. And then 42 last 36 is 6 seconds. So it's supposed to be 18. Yes, that's 18. Okay. Shot clock, 18 seconds. Shot clock. Shot clock, 18 seconds. Okay? Take care of it.
And the referees going over to the instant replay system. An innovation by FIBA that has worked wonders here in our competition. And they reset the shot clock to 18 seconds rather than 22. Great move there by the referees, just making sure everything is fair and square. Mark Barroca hit a jumper earlier. Here's the move to Japet Aguilar, and he will not score from close distance.
Japet Aguilar's got to be a bit more clinical around the basket. He's got to finish a lot stronger. I mean, he's going up, getting some good opportunities, but just not making it count at the moment.
There's a foul once more, and they'll call it on, could it be Gabe Norwood? Yes, it is on Gabe Norwood. You watch it right here. Here was the bad shot by Gerson Domingos, but then getting his own miss, scoring off the glass.
Well, just, again, they've got to block out. They can't give many easy opportunities for Angola in this game.
Almost a steal right there by Gabe Norwood. And then backing in. Moreira taking the shot. Shot clock almost out here on Angola. And Andre Blatch with the rebound. Good defense by the Philippines. Forcing that late shot by Angola at the buzzer. Almost at the buzzer.
Norwood now pulling up for a three-pointer, which he hasn't taken a lot in this tournament, but a little short look there.
Big rebound there by Vander. Gerson Domingos bringing up the ball. And there's the pick set by Vander. He's inside, he will score. Now Angola in the lead, 12-11. Gabe Norwood slowing down the pace, looking to set up the half court. There's R.R. Pogoy up against Moraes, and then it's Andre Blatch. Pogoy with a shot from the outside, doesn't get it to fall. Vander, another rebound. Angola on the attack. It's Moraes looking for Moreira, defended by Japet Aguilar. That ball moving around. Now it's over to Leonel Paulo. He's probably the best slasher in the Angolan lineup in Norwood. That'll be his second personal foul, and 3 team fouls now against the Philippines. Reggie Moore checking in. Take a look at that drive by Leonel Paulo, who, by the way, was ejected in the previous game of Angola against Serbia for headbutting with 16.6 seconds to go.
Well, no doubt. I mean, he gave that headbutt to Gentile, which was unnecessary, but they're going to have to put that behind him now. They have to learn from the mistake. No doubt, coach has had a few words with him.
Leonel Paulo doing the inbound. Reggie Moore, as we mentioned, is now on the floor. He's the naturalized player for Angola. Only the second man to be naturalized in Angolan history. Ball is loose. And here's a shot coming from Mark Barroca, not finding the mark once more. And Andre Blatch with the steal. Good anticipation. Is he going to go strong? Troy Rosario with the offensive rebound. Philippines, another chance. R.R. Pagoy faking the outside shot. Now it's Troy Rosario over to Pagoy. Got to make a move right now. Here's Mark Barroca with a shot. Field goal percentage plummeting here for the Philippines. Morera not getting the ball to fall inside, but Angola with another possession. Moraes down the baseline. And then the reach in by Barroca. The deflection will go out of bounds. Angola will keep possession. Now, Josh, we're seeing Angola playing with those twin towers, Vander and Morera. Well, now Vander is sitting down, but at that point when they were there, I don't think they capitalized too much on those two towers.
No, they had a good 2 plays down low where they capitalized, but like you said, they haven't been as dominant as we would have thought. What they were doing was anybody that Andre Blatch was guarding, they were bringing them out. Now, Pagoy just pulls up for a three-pointer, doesn't get it. I mean, that was a mismatch for Angola there to make a better job of. They just didn't do it at that point.
And Jacques Conceição giving it to Paulo, and that's an open shot for him. Not there, but Reggie Moore with a big offensive rebound and the score on the jump hook. You know he's a left-hander.
Jappy Aguilar's just got to toughen up a little bit now. Shot goes up, ball watching, put a body on somebody. Don't let him get an offensive rebound.
And Philippines throwing the ball away on a bad pass coming from Andre Blatch. Troy Rosario not up for the pass. Now Junmar Fajardo checking in for Japet Aguilar. Here's the shot by Paulo, and then the offensive rebound, Reggie Moore with a nice jump hook with the left hand.
Well, Dean, I got to ask you the question. I mean, Andre Blatch is unstoppable in the low block. And then whenever he's got the ball on the perimeter, I mean, it just seems like the offense slows down for the Philippines.
Morera with a shot over Junmar Fajardo. And now Angola up by 5, 16-11 on that nice jump hook for Yannick Morera. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. Back here in Foshan, it's Angola up 16 over the Philippines 11. And the Philippine head coach Yang Giao giving instructions to his players. He's got a pair of towers in his lineup right now with Blatch and Junmar Fajardo. We all know that Junmar is a 5-time MVP in the Philippine Pro League. And they call him the Kraken after that legendary sea monster in Lord Alfred Tennyson's poem. And that was a shot connected by Morera. Watch it here again. The jump hook and Morera making sure. And Junmar Fajardo not able to keep in step with Morera. Not able to stop that shot.
Well, 2:18 to go here in the first quarter now. You can see Angola just holding a 5-point lead. And again, another costly turnover. Philippines got to wake up. Kiefer Ravenna can't look at Rosario. Pass is coming his way. He's got to be ready for it.
Unforced error by the Philippines. And giving another possession here for Angola. Now the reset is 14 seconds because they're in the front court of Angola. Lionel Paulo putting the move on Troy Rosario. And he's going to get the shot off. And he scores. He scores. Now a 7-point lead enjoyed by Angola. Angola beginning to hum. They're getting a lot of points inside the shaded area. Paul Lee. Over to Andre Blatch.
Paul Lee now wide open for
Paul
three. He's got to
Dalista.
make that one.
And he does. That's a
6-0.
3-pointer. Wide open shot for Paul Dalista.
A few perimeter shots now will just make a world of difference, but Angola, yeah.
Oh, here's an outside shot. Not there. Kiefer Ravenna bringing down the ball. And then he takes his own shot. Andre Blatch picking it up. And it'll be a block. He'll go to the line.
I'll have to see the replay on that block because it looked like he did have himself planted, but Andre Blatch now will go to the free throw line. Let's just have a look at it. Oh no, that's a good call. Leading into Blatch as he tried to take the charge, so excellent decision by the official. A big three by
Paul DeListon with the outside shot. And that's a shot that the Philippines need to make, that outside shot. And Andre Blatch at the line.
No doubt about it. I mean, the last 2 games, the perimeter shooting hasn't been very strong. And again, this is big for Andre Blatch because anytime he can get to the free throw line, just get the Philippines into the penalties. He missed the first free throw.
And Blatch in the game against Serbia did not even take a single free throw. That's 1 out of 2 for Andre Blatch. And now bringing up the ball. Conceição over to Reggie Moore. Gonçalves now in the long court. Almost a steal. Here's Reggie Moore. Now it's a steal by Andre Blatch. He's coming on strong and he scores with the left hand. Andre Blatch, a little more active defensively, and then the transition basket. No turning back for Andre Blatch. He wanted the 2 points.
Well, Dino, we've seen a different Andre Blatch in this game.
Andre Blatch certainly a lot more active than the previous games. Here's a wide open shot. He's gonna get it. Big shot there by Gonçalves. Still a 4-point lead enjoyed by Angola after that 3-point connection. Here's Andre Blatch with a 3-point shot, and he gets it.
Well, I said before the game that Andre Blatch had a big point to prove, and I think right now he's proven it. He's already up to 11 points. He's 5 rebounds short of a double-double, and he's only picked up 1 personal foul, so we're definitely seeing more determined Andre Blatch in this game.
Gonçalves going up against Andre Blatch in a mismatch, and Reggie Moore. Oh, losing possession. Great defense there by Paul DeListon. DeListon holding on to his face. And a gesture of sportsmanship. You see Conceição going over to DeListon, giving him a hand to help him up. Here's Reggie Moore. And right there, a lot of contact, no call, the ball going out of bounds. Philippines getting back possession. Reggie Moore can't believe there was no call. Here's that 3-pointer, connected by Andre Blatch.
Juma Fajardo now just going, oh sorry, no, he's still in the game, so they've given Andre Blatch a bit of a breather for the last 10 seconds.
First quarter almost coming to an end. Paul DeListon giving it off to Kiefer Avena, and he's blocked in midair. He still has it. DeListon with a shot, and doesn't get it to fall as time has run out. The end of the first quarter, Angola on top, 21-20.
That was about 6 steps on that penetration. 1, 2.
Check out some stats that we'll be seeing on our screens momentarily. Here we go. 2-point connection. Angola 67% from the floor. Philippines 55%. 3-pointers. Philippines with 2 connections. Angola with 1. Free throw department. They're both even with 2 free throws apiece. It's been a dogfight so far here in the first quarter of this battle between 2 winless teams in Group D of the 2019 FIBA World Cup. I see some highlights of the first quarter action. There's a pump fake by Andre Blatch and the connection from inside. And then the shot coming from Vander from medium range. Reggie Moore with a big offensive rebound and then a jump hook connection. Coach Yengia with the Philippines. Mark Barroca with a big steal. And then racing towards the basket and scoring the layup. Here's Japet Aguilar. That was off a steal. And Aguilar open, wide open for that slammer. And the Filipino fans loving the action. Here's that spin move coming from Yannick Barrera. And no doubt we're going to see a lot more of that as the game progresses. And don't forget the BWC, the official app. You're going to see the highlights. You're going to see a lot of live action downloaded for free. Second quarter coming up. Philippines with the inbound. On the floor, it's Vander, Lionel Paulo, Reggie Moore, Gonzalez, and Conceição. Is Kiefer Avena bringing up the ball for the Philippines. Avena over to Troy Rosario. Japet Aguilar. Here's Jumar Fajardo. He's got a mismatch right there. He puts on a move. He'll be fouled. He was wide open for the shot, but he hesitated, Josh.
Well, you know what's interesting is Angola's gone to a 3-2 zone with 3 at the top and 2 at the back, and I think they've done that probably, I'm not sure why, because usually you play a zone like that for a team that can shoot very well, but as you just said, Jumar Fajardo wide open and hesitated, but it wasn't until he made the fake pass that took Reggie out, and then he decided to go for it. But again, Jumar Fajardo got to go to the basket, got to draw more contact.
Score is now tied. Philippines looking to take over the lead. One more free throw coming up here for Jumar Fajardo. Got it to go. Philippines now on top by 1. Kiefer Avena on Conceição. Ball over to Gonçalves, and it's Sander at the low block, putting on the move against Jumar Fajardo. They're called a foul on Fajardo. And you'll expect a lot of that action. Vander, 6'10" player, a lot of ceiling.
Well, Jumar Fajardo, again, the space underneath the basket is too easy for Vander to get there. And what he's got to do on defense is just put his hands up, make it tough. But again, tough situation there.
That's quite a lot of height here for Vander. That's 2 meters and 9. And he goes to the line for 2 free throws. Joachim Valdelich, and he's known as Vander. And last time he played for Angola was back in 2016. Did not play in the qualifiers, but he's now locked and loaded here for Angola in the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Angola back in the driver's seat. There's a wide open shot for Paul Lee, Dalistan, and Jumar Fajardo. Not getting the ball over to the Philippines. Angola now in possession. Here's Dominguez. Dominguez. Oh, nice drive. And Fajardo will his second consecutive foul against Vander. And it's very clear. Angola looking to capitalize on its size advantage. They're going for the shots inside the shaded area. And what about that save by Dominguez? And then the nice inside pass to Vander. Foiled by Jumar Fajardo, but that was a foul. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, Andre Blatch is going to have to come back in the game, which you can see coach is making a change, but the size advantage for more again is just the aggressiveness. Jumar Fajardo has to be more aggressive if he's going to go up against Vander, especially on the defense.
Here's 1 out of 2 for Vander. And new man on the floor here for the Philippines, it's CJ Perez, and back on the floor is Andre Blatch. CJ Perez has been the main man for Team Philippines, averaging 15.5 points a game in the competition.
Well, he's wide open right now.
Andre Blatch putting the move. Here's CJ Perez with a 3-point shot, not there. And then the tip by Andre Blatch off the miss by Troy Rosario. Right now all about height, and the referees are letting the players play. A lot of contact underneath, but they're letting the players play. That's how it should be in basketball. Here we go. Reggie Moore, he's taking the shot. Almost. Troy Rosario with a good box out.
Reggie Moore hasn't really looked for a shot in these first 2 games, but there you can see, had an open look but couldn't capitalize. Again, Andre Blatch.
Kiefer Avena now directing operations. And they're running out of time. Here's Andre Blatch. He's going to look for the shot, and he does. Air ball from Andre Blatch. There was very poor execution in the half court for the Philippines in that set. Oh, beautiful pass by Vander, and he turns around for an easy spin move. It's been nip and tuck. Now Angola up by 2 points. Kiefer Avena slowing down the pace. Philippines needs to put a little more pace behind that ball. A very tentative move here by the Philippines, and Troy Rosario almost losing it. He's got to take the shot, and there's Japet Aguilar missing it. A poor shot, time almost running out in the Philippines. And they foul Lionel Paulo on the drive.
Well, Andre Blash right now, top scorer for the Philippines with 13 points, and it was 2 plays back where Ravenna had the ball on the wing. Blash is calling for it. If you don't feed the big man, things aren't going to work. Let the ball go inside. He may not go one-on-one, but by doing that, you make the defense collapse.
A nice replay there of that shot, the spin move from Vander, but Lionel Paulo is going to be at the line as he tries to stretch Angola's lead over the Philippines. Been a close one. 7 minutes and 31 to go here in this quarter. Lionel Paulo averaging 11 points in this competition, sinking the first free throw. In that first quarter, Josh, Angola had 7 turnovers against the Philippines 2, making a big difference in that department. Here's another free throw coming from Lionel Paulo.
Well, you know, the Philippines are doing a very good job right now. As you can see, they're defending off the ball very aggressively. CJ Perez coming into the game and not allowing Hirsch and Domingos any time or space to get it back. But again, Angola have got to adapt to it, be a little bit sharper.
Here's CJ Perez. Looks like he's a marked man in this game. Angola recognizing his ability to score. Takes a three-point shot, does not get it to fall.
Rosario's got to go right up with it. Go up with it.
Rosario foiled in his attempt to score from the inside after the offensive rebound. Here's the outside shot from Domingos. Not there. Rosario getting the defensive board. Philippines on the attack. Both teams not shooting particularly well in this game. Here's Andre Blatch.
That's where Blatch wants the ball. Just wants in the low block. Go to work.
And Japet Aguilar scoring on the putback. Now the Philippines dominating the offensive boards, getting the ball to fall inside. In the first quarter, Angola shot 53%, Philippines 35%. That's a big difference in terms of field goal percentage. But Philippines getting 6 more field goal attempts because of those turnovers against Angola. Marrera with a jump and then the miss. Man down here, it's 5 against 4. Philippines losing possession. That was 5 against 4. And Japet Aguilar not able to get the handle on the ball.
Well, Domingos looks like he's down right now, hurting. Not quite sure what happened to him, but
He's holding onto his ankle. Domingos is hurt. He's wincing in pain. You watch it right here. There was a pick set by Marrera for Domingos. And then Antonio with a pass outside. Watch it right here, exactly what happened. Domingos might have turned his ankle right there.
left ankle just turned it. Yep.
And now slowly being brought up from the ground is Gerson Domingos. He's being helped back to the bench. Let's hope he can still play. I mean, he means a lot to this Angolan team. He's their floor leader, the court general. And he's brought back to the bench. Let's hope he's okay. Let's hope he can come back to play. We don't wish this to any player of any team in this competition. He's over at the bench, so they're not bringing him to the locker room, so maybe he'll be fine.
I think with a rolled ankle, keep the shoe on, but put some ice on it. Don't take the shoe off because it might swell up, so they're going to need him in the last 2 games, that's for sure.
Marrera giving it off to Conceição. New man on the floor is Bunga, wearing number 16. Here's José Antonio. Over to Conceição. Bunga looking for the man inside. Then they bring it outside to José Antonio with a nice turnaround and the miss. Oh, that's a big offensive rebound right there by Marrera. And he gets it to go. Yannick Marrera. It could be another turnover here for the Philippines. So sloppy play on the inbound. Here's Andre Blatch. putting on the move. There's 2 men on him. It's got to be someone open for the Philippines. There it is, Troy Rosario. Still can't get the ball to fall from 3-point distance. The Philippines struggling from deep. Conche Xiao. Oh, beautiful shot.
Well, nobody going for any offensive rebounds for the Philippines right now, and it's all just hope and prayers go up. Someone's got to step in, do something different, go for second opportunities, make a difference in this game.
A 7-point lead now enjoyed by Angola. Mark Barroca is back on the floor. CJ Perez, he hasn't gotten his offense going. Mark Barroca over to Andre Blatch. His way outside, trying to move inside, and there is the pass to Troy Rosario. That's a difficult angle, and he misses the shot once more. Here we go, Moreira looking to kick out. Moraes with a shot, and there's a lot of pushing underneath. Looks like the Philippines with a 4th team foul. With 4:48 to go here in the first half of action.
Well, right now, Gilas just don't have any perimeter shooters on the team. The best 3-point shooter right now is Andre Blatch. Well, Brolek's coming back in, probably just to give him that little bit of a threat, but really, Dalistan really made a difference when he was in because he was able to make the defense spread.
Here's Moreira, off to Bunga. Ball moving around the perimeter. Here's Moraes up against CJ Perez. And then Moreira giving him the pick. There's the ball screen, and looks like a foul. And if that's a foul, or was it a kick ball?
I think that was a kick ball. Came off the foot
right.
of Andre Blatch.
And if that was a foul, it would be 2 free throws here for Angola, as the Philippines now in the penalty. But no, it was a kick ball, and R.R. Pogoy coming in for Troy Rosario. Antonio with the inbound for Angola. There's Moreira on the long court. Conceição. Moraes giving it to Bunga, and that's exactly where they want the ball. Right in the hands of Moreira for the easy 2 points. On the sealed position. Great move there by Angola, as they now are up by 9 points.
Well, that's a mismatch Angola wants. They want at Jampov Aguilar isolated. Now he pulls up for a 3-point. That's way off the mark.
Philippines badly shooting from 3-point distance here. They're struggling big time. And Aguilar not even hitting the rim on that attempt. 4 minutes to go here in the first half of action. Moraes with the basketball. There's the pick. They're looking for a pick and roll. No? Moraes still has the ball against CJ Perez. Carving space. Doesn't get it to fall. Now Bolek has the ball. Bolek on the attack. And then he waits for his teammates. And this kind of slow-down game of the Philippines is not working to its advantage.
Good pass in the lane.
And another turnover right there. Oh, but the Philippines will keep. Lucky break.
Well, CJ Perez made such an unbelievable cut to the basket. Bolek just gave him a no-look pass.
You watch it right here on that great job by Angola finding Moreira in the seal position. Here's R.R. Pogoy. And Philippines will still keep possession with 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, Blatch is giving him a pass to Aguilar, and Aguilar's got a swarm of white shirts around him.
I don't know if that's the kind of pass you want, but Angola only with 1 team foul in this quarter, while the Philippines already in the penalty. Here's Robert Bolek. Got it to go. That's for 3 points. 3-point distance shot here by Robert Bolek.
Well, big shot by Robert Bolek, and again, that just gives the Philippines a little bit more confidence from the perimeter.
Conceição. Could be a 3-second violation, but he gets out of the painted area. Here's a slashing drive by Bunga. Not there. Bunga going down. Philippines with Japet Aguilar. He's hemmed in. Here's R.R. Pogoy hesitating once more. Players are a little gun shy now. Robert Bolek. 10 seconds to go. Up against Barrera. He's going to take the shot. And Japet Aguilar with the offensive rebound. They bring it out once more. Hesitation move by Andre Blatch, and now he gets it back off the double team. There's CJ Perez. And That shot was foiled. 24-second shot clock violation against the Philippines. And then a travel, they call. A travel against Angola.
Well, Coach Voigt now fuming because his argument right now is that the alarm's gone off. While that's happened, Yannick Moreira thinks to stop the play, but Moreira's a professional. He's got to know, only stop to the whistle.
And he knew it, and called for traveling and a violation against Angola. You see the look of frustration in the face of Yannick Moreira, and the American coach of Angola, Will Voigt, pleading his case. There's Yannick Moreira. Angola ahead by 6 points at this stage. There's Dominguez getting his left ankle all wrapped up and iced. He turned it a little bit earlier. Pollock with the inbound. There's Andre Blatch. And then CJ Perez on the attack. And then the kick out. RR Pagoy missing it from distance. And here we go once more. Angola on the attack. A long ball has not been there for the Philippines at all. Moreira over to Conceição. There's the outside shot, not there. And then Moreira giving it off to Vander, missing the shot, and Andre Blatch finally controlling the board.
Well, we got numbers now.
It's a 2-on-1 situation. And Robert Pollock scoring in transition, that time on the attack. Philippines looking a lot better when they've got pace behind the ball, when they're running the floor.
Well, Robert Bollock's just got a smooth touch in and around the basket. Reminds me of a little Pinoy, John Stockton, able to finish with that little finger roll. And again, the Philippines making the most of their fast break.
A timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. And check out some stats here so far in this game. Field goal percentage. Only 29% shooting for the Philippines. And from three-point distance, Philippines actually outscoring Angola. 3 conversions to 2. And for Angola, there's Coach Will Voigt giving instructions to his boys. It's been a low-scoring ball game so far, Josh. Does that favor Angola or does that favor the Philippines?
Well, the Philippines has, only 3 for 22 from the perimeter. I mean, they've taken a lot of three-point field goals, but I think as well right now, fatigue probably setting in with these two teams. Now it's their third game, but, Angola really aren't making the most of their size down low. They were being very smart by bringing Andre Blatch out to the perimeter and isolating Jab of Aguilar and Jumar Fajardo. So again, they've got to do a better job for the Philippines team. We know they've just got to shoot better from the perimeter.
You take a look at this shot by Robert Bollock off the pass coming from RR Pagoy in a 2-on-1 situation. And in a low-scoring ball game, it looks like Angola likes that kind of a game. As we said earlier, 8 out of the 10 games they've won when they've held their opponents to an average of less than 75 points. Angola likes it low-scoring. That's when they can set up their defense. That's where they can establish their game.
Well, rushing here now, Andre Blatch has got to help out as much as possible, but Band is wide open. Reggie Moore will get the block.
Blatch with a beautiful block right in midair. And there's a block called on Vander. Now, he was foiled in midair and tried to get the ball back. Tried to get the charge on Andre Blatch. You see that block by Andre Blatch off the pump fake coming from Vander, and then Vander standing his ground. You watch it right here. Trying to dodge charge, but not able to establish defensive position.
Well, Blatch just protecting the rim, simply saying, not in my house, but again, showing his ball handling ability. But now they got to do it over an offense. I'll say it again, Dean. Andre Blatch, 1 rebound away from a double-double. We're seeing a more determined Andre Blatch in this game.
CJ Perez has missed twice from three-point distance. And Andre Blatch, there you go, missing from point-blank range. And Angola with a rebound, now on the attack. And Paulo, he is their #1 slasher. And here's Reggie Moore from the outside, bringing the barrel. That's a three-pointer coming from Reggie Moore. You know he's got that kind of a shot. When he goes up with that left hand, he's looking to drill it.
The Angolan bench, and you can see they all got up and applauded. They were so excited because hasn't got a lot of shots off in the first 2 games now. Well, Blatch got in the low blocks, got to go to work.
4 seconds in the shot clock of the Philippines. And then the shot by Robert Pollock, not getting it to fall. And there is a foul against the Philippines. And Angola will be taking free throws. Philippines in a penalty. 24.5 seconds to go before the end of the first half. Philippines with a foul. Not a good foul to give. And FIBA Secretary General Andrea Zagles in the building. Checking out the action here in Foshan. We want to be able to congratulate FIBA Secretary General Andreas Zagles for the excellent work that he has done.
Well, no doubt about it. I mean, this FIBA World Cup here in China has been definitely the main event of world basketball. And again, you've got to credit all the work he's put together, especially the competition level we've seen in this group, you know, with Italy and with Serbia for that matter.
And this is the biggest World Cup ever in the 69-year history of this competition. Started in 1950, but the first time ever that 32 teams are congregating to fight for the gold medal. And referees are stopping it. Raymond Almazan might be called for the foul, and it could be. And unsportsmanlike, referees are going to check the video machine. It's going to be an IRS replay. And let's listen in to what the referees have to say.
Then, okay, we stop with 20, 24.5 minus 20.1. 10 seconds. What? 10 seconds. No, 25, 25.4. Go until we blow the whistle. Go until we blow the whistle. 20.1 is 5.3 seconds, okay? 25.4 is 5.3 seconds. 14, 5.3 minus is 9.7. Okay, agree? Confirm? Okay, 9.7 in the shot clock.
Referees that time consulting the IRS, not for a foul, but
9.7.
Looks like it's about the shot clock, I think.
yes, for a reset of the shot clock.
FIBA rules
Great
say
job.
that if you get an offensive rebound, you don't go back to a straight 24, you go to a 14. So
Exactly. Referees on the ball on that call, and they're resetting it now to what it should be, and going over to the IRS to make sure that they have the exact time left here in the first half. And our technical delegate from Brazil, she's the only female among the 8 technical delegates assigned in the 2019 FIBA World Cup. And she's right there on top of the action, Fatima da Silva of Brazil. You see her left in the screens. Let's listen to what the referees are saying. Okay, it looks like it's decided. There's 10 seconds left in the shot clock of Angola, and it's 20.1 seconds to go in the first half. Angola will be inbounding. Got a lot of time to work for a shot. Angola fans, very animated, strongly behind their team. Lionel Paulo with the inbound, looking for Moreira, up against Andre Blatch. Here's Reggie Moore. Hit a 3-point shot earlier. Conceição giving it off to Moreira, taking the shot. Philippines now on the attack. They've got time to go here to make this shot. And CJ Perez with a 3-point connection. As time has run out here in the first half. What a big basket here by CJ Perez. There's the pass coming from Robert Pollock and CJ Perez. No hesitation. Reggie Moore on the defense, but nothing but net on that connection. Angola ending the half on top, 39. The Philippines, 34. A lot of action, Josh. in this contest as you take a look at the score at halftime.
Well, that was a lot better job by the Philippines to get out on the break. But again, both teams really going at it for this one. It's a low-scoring game, but that's how Angola usually wants to play. Reggie Moore getting a shot, which he hasn't really had in the last 2 games. But I wonder, well, there's Hirsch and Domingos, Dean. I mean, it looks like he won't be coming back into this game. Leave him with a...
And let's check out the stats here. Josh, 2-point range. It's 50% for Angola, 45% for the Philippines. Philippines, 4 3-point connections so far. Rebounding, Angola +7 in that department. Angola +1 in the assist department. But Angola with 8 turnovers against only 3 for the Philippines. Check out the leading scorers now, momentarily to be flashed on your screens. It's been a close contest so far, and Vander with 11 points to lead Angola. Blatch with 13 points to lead the Philippines. Pollock and Baroka, 9 points together. Moreira with 8 points, and Reggie Moore, 5 points. And it's good to see Reggie Moore back in the groove offensively, Josh.
Absolutely. Again, we want to see him get more shots up. But again, it's also great to see Andre Blatch playing like his usual self. 1 rebound away from his double-double.
Check out some of the action here in the first half. Mirage taking a spin and then moving closer to the basket to score. Gabe Noor with 2 early fouls in this context. And then Japet Aguilar ramming it home off the steal in transition. And then the pass inside to Andre Blatch with a pump fake and then scoring from close distance. Andre Blatch, extremely productive in this game, coming off only a 5-point performance against Serbia. And then Mark Baroka with the steal and the connection. It's been a dogfight so far. 1 half has been played in this game between 2 winless teams in Group D competition. It's Angola up on top against the Philippines, 38-34.
Does it go in? But the follow from Yusufa and Doi, who throws it down. And Senegal extend their lead to 5 once again. Oh, what a pass to Ingles. That's beautiful from Australia. So slick, so smooth. Outstanding. How about this from Bogut and Ingles? Great combination. Bit of space inside. They shifted on again, and out of nowhere comes Kleber. Just what you were saying. He had 4 blocks against France, Maxi Kleber, and he's in the game and in with a bang.
My parents gave me away, so I had no purpose in this life. Yeah. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela, by the way.
Back here in Foshan, as you see, Yannick Moreira, so far with 8 points and 9 big rebounds across his name. But the man of the hour for Angola has been Joaquin Valdelich, known as Vander, averaging only 6 points a game entering this contest, already now with 11 points. And this adjustment in the part of the front line of Angola by Coach Will Voigt, that's done really good for Angola because they hold a 29-22 advantage in rebounding.
Well, Coach Vander's been very unstoppable in the low block. I mean, using the size, especially when he's been guarded by Jab Bagala, he's had a lot of problems going up against Andre Blatt. So, again, Angola going to probably have to try and force the issue with him going into the second half.
Junmar Fajardo with 2 personal fouls against him. The same thing with Gabe Norwood. And outside of the rebounding department, it was also in the field goal percentage where Angola had a decided advantage. 42% shooting by Angola and 30% shooting by the Philippines from the field. And what has kept the Philippines head above water is the number of field goal attempts that the Philippines has taken. They've taken 44 shots from the floor as against 33 for Angola. And that's because of the turnovers that Angola has committed. They've had 8 turnovers so far and only 3 for the Philippines.
Well, the Philippines have shot 24 three-point field goals in the first half. And again, as you said, they bought more tickets to give themselves more chance of winning the raffle. But they're going to have to try and sink some more of these three-pointers going into the second half.
Philippines 4 out of 24 from beyond the arc. That's 17% shooting from deep, while Angola 3 out of 11. Also another stat to look at is fast break points. Philippines with 13 transition points so far against only 5 for Angola. You get the feeling the Philippines should step up the pace here, go for the early offense, and not allow Angola to set up its defense. It's been a low-scoring ball game, and I feel that's really more to the advantage of Angola. They like it low-scoring. They like it defense-oriented. As you see the children here of Gabe Norwood cheering their father. And now, second half action on the way. Angola with the possession. Conceição in the long court. There's the pick set by Vander. Conceição going over to Maraj. And there's a steal. Nice deflection by Andre Blatch on the denial at the post.
Well, Andre Blatch, as you just said, is now putting his hand in the cookie jar and just doing a good job of defending off the ball. Philippines are going to need a lot more of that going here into the second half.
Here's Andre Blatch up against Vander. And he scores! Off Vander, off the glass. Andre Blatch looking more like the Andre Blatch of old. The man who led the Philippines back to the World Cup in 2014. And looks like a foul against Mark Barroca trying to pick the pocket of Conceição on that occasion.
Well, Dean, there's 2 opportunities right there. The foul probably should have been called there, and the official actually does a good job because no doubt he does fall over, but I think the foul was committed. They reached him way before he fell over.
Josh Antonio inbounding. There's Vander, who's got 11 points so far across his name. There's Maraj. That's the pick for Maraj. And then he gets the shot. Oh, doesn't get it to fall. And Gabe Norwood on the attack. And there's Japet Aguilar. And he misses for point blank distance.
Japet Aguilar there missing up a good opportunity, but again,
wide open
he's so
shot.
concerned that he was probably going to get blocked on that play.
And then leading for the easy 2 points by Vander. Angola up on top by 4 points. Japet Aguilar missing badly from point blank distance in that situation. Vander defending Andre Blatch. Blatch looking more aggressive now. And there's Japet Aguilar. A wild shot, doesn't even hit the ring. Angola setting the table. Here's that big drive by Antonio and doesn't get it to fall. Wide open layup for Antonio. Andre Blatch giving it off to Mark Barroca. He's the point guard on the floor. Back to Andre Blatch. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, nice strip job by Vander. And here we go. And oh, a nice deflection. It's off. Antonio. Great defensive job by Mark Barroca.
Well, Mark Barroca, not the most offensively minded player in the game, but what Mark Barroca could do is, you see that good finish, but Barroca just such a defensive menace, causing so many problems for Angola.
And Vander, if you do not challenge that shot from 8 feet from the basket, he's going to sink that basket. He's going to make that shot. Mark Barroca in the long court, getting the screen from Andre Blatch, and Blatch faking the jump shot and then losing possession once more. He's got to get back on defense. That's 2 straight turnovers now against Andre Blatch. Here's José Antonio with the outside shot and a connection. Big three-pointer by José Antonio. Barroca directing operations. Andre Blatch again with the possession. Over to Gabe Norwood. They're looking for Junmar Fajardo and throwing that ball away. It's just poor communication between Norwood and Junmar Fajardo. 7-point deficit facing the Philippines, and they throw the ball away.
The Philippine players just standing around now waiting for things to happen. Again, somebody's just got to step up, make a penetration, something, get things going.
And what about the Bingush? Looks like he's fully recovered from that turn of the ankle back in the first half.
I mean, we saw him exit the first half at halftime with an ice pack on his foot, so looks like he's just favoring it a little bit, but he can still play.
A missed shot there from close distance by Moreira. And then Mark Barroca almost hemmed in here. Gabe Norwood. That's a second consecutive miscommunication play by the Philippines. And they throw the ball away once more.
You can't just rely on Andre Blatch to go one-on-one. You got to step up, do something. I mean, Gabe Norwood's got to get himself in the game somehow. If you're going to play the point guard role, just take a little bit of leadership out there.
Here's Moreira up against Junmar Fajardo. Out to Moraes, defended by Mark Barroca. And then it's Vander. 3-point connection. Gets it to fall! On a friendly bounce off the rim. Philippines now forced to call a timeout as Angola sprinting to a 10-point lead. Coach Will Voigt liking the action, liking the intensity. And we'll be back with you in a moment as a timeout on the floor. Field goal percentage so far in this game, 44% shooting for Angola as against 30% for the Philippines. Philippines struggling big time, especially from 3-point distance. And then the spate of turnovers haunting the Philippines here early in the second half. It's one turnover after the other. And capitalizing is Angola. That was a 3-point connection coming from Vander. Joaquim Valdelich now with 16 points. What a breakout game for him. It's the first time in the 2019 World Cup that Vander is in double figures. And there was a strip job by Vander off the hands of Andre Blatch.
Well, it's an interesting change now Coach has made for the Philippines. They know we got Perez and Dallastan back into the lineup, but again,
Angola with a full court pressure. Troy Rosario will be inbounding all the way in the backcourt. Cleaning up some slick portions of the court. Coach Will Voigt of Angola, 43 years old, has traveled the world coaching the game that we all love. Took Nigeria to the 2016 Rio Olympics. Andre Blatch inbounding at CJ Perez, bringing it up against Dominguez. CJ Perez off to Troy Rosario. Still doesn't get it to fall. That was a wide open shot for Rosario from deep. Antonio over to Vander. Here's Dominguez. Moreira there. A lot of touches and Antonio missing. From the corner, now the Philippines. Down by 10. Paul Dalistan. Missing it from 3-point distance. And there's almost a steal And a counter steal by Angola. Again, sloppy play by the Philippines. Here's Moreira. Andre Blatch called for the foul, tried to reach in. That's 2 personal fouls now against Andre Blatch.
Well, again, you can see lackadaisical pass there from Jumar Fajardo, just really giving it away. But right now, the Philippines are just making it too easy for Angola.
Dominguez with a pick set by Vander. Nice ball screen. And then Vander at the low block, going up against Junmar Fajardo, already with 2 personal fouls. Philippines on the attack. And look at that shot. They call the shot counted. They count the shot. Oh, a miracle shot coming from CJ Perez. On the foul, you watch the release. There's the foul, and then the prayer. The prayer was answered. CJ Perez will go to the line. 3-point play opportunity. Oh, what a play.
Well, dude, that is a circus shot of anything you like. I mean, he got the bump, but then did almost like a 360 on the floor, so.
And a 3-point play completion by CJ Perez. The lead is down to 7. Angola still in the driver's seat. Here's Moreira. Nobody posting up. 2 bigs of Angola are in the perimeter. Vander with a pick. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Moraes with the outside jumper. CJ Perez with a rebound. CJ Perez still with the ball. And CJ Perez, another circus shot that falls inside. Off-balance shot by CJ Perez. He's making things happen here for the Philippines.
CJ Perez now just making a whole world of difference. Again, just having that player step up for the Philippines, make those penetrations. And now he's on the run. He's got Rosario ahead of him.
And another turnover against the Philippines. On the attack, unforced error, CJ Perez giving it to no one. And another miscue for Team Philippines. And you see that move by CJ Perez. That ball finding the net on an off-balance shot. Jerson Dominguez setting the pick is Moore and Dominguez. It's going to be a foul underneath. And they call the foul on, could be on Jumar Fajardo. That'll be number 3 against the big guy. And Dominguez is going to go to the line. Watch it right here. Body contact against Junmar Fajardo on that drive.
Well, again, Herson Dominguez now just using the speed and agility to get to the basket. Look how high he elevates when he does that little teardrop, but doesn't get it. But now he'll reward himself with 2 free throws.
Smallest man on the floor, standing 5'10". That's 1.79 m. Hitting the shot. Left-handed point guard in 12 games during the FIBA Africa World Cup qualifiers. He averaged 6.3 points. That's Jerson Dominguez, making it 2 out of 2 from the line. Seven-point lead by Angola. Angola now playing the zone defense. Paul Lee with a shot. And Paul Lee with a failed connection. Here's a shot once more by CJ Perez. Unbelievable elevation and the hang time in midair. CJ Perez, as you said, Josh, he's making things happen here for the Philippines. Watch it right here.
Well, he's just going for other things right now. Again, making those penetrations, but now you can see him just going in for second opportunities, and the crowd are loving it right now. They're singing his name.
Three-point play completion by CJ Perez. The lead is chopped down to 4 points. 3:23 left in this third quarter. And Reggie Moore getting away. He'll be fouled. And he'll go to the line. Reggie Moore, back in the first half, 5 points, 3 rebounds. He hit 2 out of 3 from the floor, 1 out of 2 from three-point distance.
Reggie Moore hit a really hard screen on CJ Perez. As soon as he got it, he went right to the basket, made all the contact, and now just going to give himself 2 free shots.
38 years old, the naturalized player of Angola, played at Oral Roberts University in Oklahoma in the US, played in Denmark and Israel, Spain, in Norway, Germany, Portugal, and he was granted Angolan citizenship back in 2012. Only the second individual granted Angolan citizenship to a foreigner by naturalization. The first one was the diamond mining executive, Andre Jackson. And you see Vander on your screens, along with Moraes and José Antonio. So 3 key starters of Angola sitting on the bench. No doubt Coach Will Voigt preserving them for the stretch run in the 4th period.
Well, Voigt's got a couple of options he can go to. I mean, again, José Antonio on the bench. He's hit a couple of threes tonight, but we haven't seen Cipriano tonight either, Dean.
No, Cipriano has not played at all in this game. Oh, missed free throw here, and look at Moreira getting the offensive rebound. And then, looks like, okay, no foul, but Paul Dalistan running out of space, and the ball will stay with Angola. 14-second shot clock reset.
Again, same old story. Angola going for offensive rebounds. Philippines just not boxing out. Jumar Fajardo guilty this time.
Reggie Moore giving it off to Leonel Paulo. He's a slasher. Domingos with a jump shot. Troy Rosario claiming it. Ball pried loose there by Domingos. Andre Blatch gaining possession, and now CJ Perez playing the point guard position. Look at the stutter step motion, and then he throws it ball away. And it's going to be an easy 2 points right here for Leonel. Oh, Paulo! With a 360 turn, and then a slam dunk. There's too many turnovers for the Philippines, and Angola capitalizing every time. CJ Perez with the outside shot. Jumar Fajardo with the offensive rebound. Paul Dalistan not there, and claiming the rebound is Angola. On the attack. Here's a shot from the outside. Jumar Fajardo claiming it.
Philippine fans not happy right now because they feel like the fast break opportunity was canceled. But again,
here's that 360 turn by Leonel Paulo to score in the dunk. What a move there by Leonel Paulo. Seven-point lead enjoyed by Angola. Don't look now. Vander is now checking back in for Moreira. So Coach Will Voigt now alternating his 2 bigs. Moreira going back to the bench. Vander back on the floor. Andre Blatch on your screens, and that's Paul Dalistan, the 3-point shooter of Team Philippines. And Robert Bolick now bringing up the ball. Coach Yang Giao has Bolick and CJ Perez playing at the same time, the 2 Philippine team rookies. Traveling violation against Jumar Fajardo. Another turnover against the Philippines.
Jumar Fajardo's making life so difficult for himself right now. He's not really cementing himself at the double block. And again, Reggie Moore, unbelievable post defense, really making it tough for them.
Here's that ball screen, and Gershon Domingos giving it off to Reggie Moore. And Vander. 3-point connection, but not there. That was an attempt by Vander from deep. Here's Andre Blatch. He's going to look for a 3-point shot. He doesn't get it to fall. 1 minute 22 left here in the third quarter. Angola in possession. And then the outside shot. The shot was not challenged. Junmar Fajardo just too late to stop that shot from Conceição. Now it's an even 10-point lead by Angola. And the foul given up by Reggie Moore and the driving CJ Perez. Angola with fouls to give. That's just a third team foul rather. And Josh, you were saying?
Philippines lineups right now, I guess it's just not enough balance in. I mean, ideally, it'd be interesting to put Gabe Norwood, I think, along with Perez and Bullock, but right now they need a little bit more from Junmar Fajardo on the defensive side, because you see right there, Conceição wide open for three, uncontested. That could be a problem going into the fourth quarter.
Robert Bollick here on the inbound. They've got 5 seconds to throw it in. Here's CJ Perez on the attack. Troy Rosario still not getting it to fall inside. Those three-point shots not falling for the Philippines. And Angola on the drive. Man down here for Angola. Andre Blatch all day to aim. And he does not make the three-point attempt. Bollick. And that time making sure with a layup.
Well, Bullock does such a good job there. I mean, as soon as he gets the ball, he's got one thing on his mind. I'm just going to attack the basket as aggressively as possible, because he knows if he's not going to make a shot, he's going to get fouled. But in that case, again, beautiful finger roll. Just tucks it away. Well, we've got some issues over there on the court because Conceição slipped over a few times. And again, they got to make sure that these athletes don't get injured. These players now having a good game.
Jabet Aguilar checking in for Andre Blatch. Good job here on the part of Coach Yang Yao to give the big guy some rest. 27.6 seconds to go before the end of the third quarter. Here's Gonçalves. Digging up the ball. Defended by CJ Perez. Philippines in the penalty. Easy 2 points by Gonçalves on the drive with the left hand. Lead back up to 10 points. Troy Rosario missing everything.
Rosario really struggling from the perimeter here in the third quarter.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Angola up on top by 10, 56-46. We'll be right back. Some interesting stats here from entering the fourth period, and 2-point distance. Philippines now ahead in that department, 52% as against 44% for Angola. And check out that move here by Gonçalves and Andre Blatch sinking the basket off the window. Andre Blatch with 15 points. Here's that medium range jumper coming from Van Der. And then the three-point connection from Jose Antonio. And CJ Perez making things happen for the Philippines in the third period with that off-balance shot. And then another off-balance shot. A miracle shot coming from CJ Perez. And then the drive. Philippines just a spate of turnovers. And then a 360 by Lionel Paulo. Fourth period coming right up, and Angola still sitting on a 10-point lead. Philippines had its moments in the third quarter, Josh, but what about those turnovers that the Philippines had? Poor communication.
CJ Perez came in and made a world of difference. I mean, he scored 8 points there in the third quarter, but again, a few penetrations. Just one time he passed the ball, I wasn't sure if he was passing it to Fajardo or he passed it to Andre Blatch, but again, Philippines have to clean up on these mistakes. Down by 10 now, 10 minutes to go here.
CJ Perez on the floor. Here's Jumar Fajardo, and he was blocked. Rejection right there inside. Robert Bolick with a shot and making it from 3-point distance.
Boyd now hits his second 3-point attempt, but again, good play there by CJ Paris to spot out Bolick, but Jumar Fajardo's got to finish that in the low block.
Inside to Lionel Paulo, up against Troy Rosario. Here's Reggie Moore. Oh, with the connection, a beautiful rhythm shot from 3-point distance.
Well, Reggie Moore now just spacing out and finding some time to get that shot up. Hits his second 3-pointer of the game.
Robert Bolick in the long court. He attempts once more. This time doesn't get it to fall inside. Having a little difficulty crossing the midcourt line. Barely getting it across was Angola. Here's Gonzalez. Putting on the move. There's a screen by Vander. And then a nice pick and roll. Nice pick set there by Vander and the roll to the basket. A beautiful pass coming from Gonzalez. Watch it right here. A nice pass. And Jumar Fajardo will be called for the personal foul. That would be number 4 on him.
Well, Andre Blatch now coming back into the game. Really needs to give the Philippines a bit more of a presence inside. Now, Ravenna's going to check back in.
Vander at the line. He's been big for Angola in this game. Knocking down the first free throw. Now with 17 points. Previous high in this competition was 6 points. And making it 2 out of 2. And this is the biggest lead enjoyed by Angola in this contest. It's a 12-point margin. Robert Bolick pulling the trigger, not getting it to fall. There's an offensive rebound from Japet Aguilar. The ball batted away by Angola. Philippines in the third quarter had 8 turnovers. Kiefer Avena will be inbounding for the Philippines.
Oh, Blatch is wide open in the block. Got to give him the ball, but again, they don't give it to him.
Robert Bolick, they only had a 14-second reset. There's a foul given up by Gonçalves. Off the screen set by Andre Blatch for Robert Bolick. 12-point advantage here for Angola. Kiefer Avena with a stutter step move, and then Japet Aguilar with a nice basket off the pass coming from Ravenna. The penetration and then the dish to the big guy.
Well, as you said, yeah, make that penetration, just get the defense to a collapse, and then again, Ravenna unlucky not to call the turnover there.
R.R. Pagoy checking in for Troy Rosario. And now it's Lionel Paulo doing the inbound for Angola. Over to Gonçalves. Screen set by Reggie Moore. Gonçalves, head and shoulder fake. Circus shot not there. Andre Blatch, he's got possession. There's the pass over to Robert Bolick. Almost another bobble here by the Philippines. Robert Bolick against a much bigger Reggie Moore. That ball moving around. And a lot of hesitation.
Well, Ravenna gets fouled now.
Yeah, he got fouled and clipped by Gonçalves. And Kiefer Avena, lucky break for him. He will go to the line for 3 free throws. Watch it right here.
Started with a penetration from Andre Blatch where kind of went to the basket and tried to spot out Bolick, but Bolick wasn't able to get the layup, so Ravenna in the end as you just mentioned, bailed out by getting three shots.
So far in this game, Kiefer Avena has not scored. Also a pro rookie in the Philippines. Kiefer Avena is 25 years old. And Kiefer actually reflects the new blood of the Philippine national team. He's 25 years old. Robert Bolick is 23 years old. And everyone's talking about CJ Perez and what an impact he's made for the Philippines in this competition. He's 25 years old as well.
No doubt about it. I mean, this tournament will be such a good experience for these three young backcourt players. And again, this team needs to build the foundations for them in the future and try to think about where they go next. And of course, the 2023 as well, Dean.
That's right. You see, you earlier saw CJ Perez in your screens. Some of the Filipino fans here in Foshan. And Eduardo Mingus, left of your screens, has not played in this game. He's 40 years old, the oldest player in this 2019 FIBA World Cup. The world's got game. Kiefer Avena going 3 out of 3. .7:23 to go here in this game. Reggie Moore on the attack. And Vander with a great offensive rebound and then a nice soft touch.
Well, Vander just simply unstoppable there. Picks up the offensive rebound and really, Japeth Aguilar's got to be a lot stronger. Keep him off the board. 7 minutes to go here now, down by 9.
Kiefer Avena going off to Bolick and he's foiled. He went up strong, but Reggie Moore was there for the defense. A block shot. 7 seconds on the shot clock of the Philippines, and CJ Perez checking back in for Robert Bolick.
Well, it's a beautiful play in the build-up, but again, CJ Perez just unable to get the floater off against Reggie Moore.
Well, Coach Will Voigt now realizing that this is probably going to be the Philippines' last stand. And Andre Black with a smooth three-point connection. Now he brings back, and we're talking of Will Voigt, Vander and Moreira back together again in the Twin Towers combination. And here's a steal by Kiefer Avena. And it's all the way home. He missed! He missed the layup! He missed the layup! Kiefer Avena off the steal, and he got the steal once more. This time, he's not gonna miss. A redemption time for Kiefer Avena. Now it's a full court press by the Philippines.
Well, we've seen that a few times tonight. Mark Baroka again in the first quarter came up with a few steals in Herson Dominguez. But again, Kiefer Avena working really hard to make up for his missed layup.
And Japeth Aguilar now playing denial defense on Moreira. And there's going to be a foul right there. They'll call it on Aguilar.
Well, Dean, I want to know how long was Yannick Moreira in the key for?
Well, they like to play that high-low with the Twin Towers. And it's either Vander on the outside or Moreira on the inside, or the other way around. Here's Andre Blatch with a deflection, almost a steal.
Well, whoever's guarding whoever's being guarded by Andre Blatch, that's the player they're going to bring out to the perimeter, because they're going to leave the vulnerable Japeth Aguilar unguarded.
And referees now consulting each other. They might go to the IRS machine for the clock reset because the clock hasn't moved. That's 14 seconds. Might have been a deflection there by Blatch. And you might want to take off just maybe a second or a fraction of a second away. Let's listen in. It looks like they'll reset it to 12 seconds instead of 14. Here we go, Angola. Moraes He has not been too offense-minded in this game. There's a ball screen. Moraes on the attack, and he loses possession. He loses possession. And the Philippines regaining the basketball right here with 5 minutes and 44 to go. And Coach Will Voigt calling for a substitution as Conceição coming back in for Moraes.
Well, Dean, Andre Blash did such a good job there because he got the switch on Carlos Moraes, which would have been a mismatch, forced him into a turnover. Philippines now down by 4 with over just under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
There's Andre Blash taking the three-point shot, and then the spin move, and he's foiled by Vander. Tremendous defense by Vander against Andre Blash. And then the foul by Kiefer Avena. And they say no count. No count, the contact made before he took off for the shot. And Coach Will Voigt can't believe it. There's a sideline throw in here for Angola. 5:26 to go. A 4-point lead enjoyed by Angola.
Well, it's a tough play there by Herschel Domingos because you see he was going to the basket again. Sometimes you do see those given where it is an M1.
And the Mop boys working overtime, cleaning up the slick portions on the court. You watch it right here. Here was a beautiful block, clean block by Vander on Andre Blash. Yoshi Antonio with the inbound, giving it off to Vander. One-on-one against Andre Blash. Vander looking to shoot. Vander almost losing possession. And there's a foul. Oh, wait a minute. It's a kick ball. It's a kick ball.
Well,
so they call the turnover against Angola.
What happened there, Dean, was basically Blash got his hand in the cookie jar. You can see right here. I got to tell you one thing. Vander definitely could play football, that's for sure.
What is off rhythm, off that deflection by Andre Blash. Might have been called for the steps there.
I believe so, yeah. I mean,
he lost his balance. And then again, the Mop boys back on the floor, cleaning it up. 5 minutes and 18 to go, 24 seconds on the shot clock here with the Philippines. They're inbounding from the backcourt. Again, the 8 turnovers against the Philippines in the third quarter. Tough hill to climb here for the Philippines. Vander against Andre Blash. Blash putting it on the floor, and then the outside shot. Oh, nothing but net! CJ Perez from the outside, from downtown. The lead is 1 for Angola. Angola needs to call a timeout. 5 minutes to go. Unbelievable performance here by CJ Perez. We'll be right back. Timeout on the floor. Back here in Foshan, Angola holding on to a 1-point lead. As you see Coach Will Voigt talking to his boys. And the FIBA Secretary General, Andreas Zaltlis, here in the house in Foshan for this Group D competition. Action between 2 winless teams so far in this game, Philippines and Angola.
Well, no doubt. I mean, he's come to a great game so far because Philippines really been clawing back. And again, it does look like they're going to play a 2-3 zone right now, Dean. Well, now good run. They are going to man-to-man.
It's Antonio in the long court. Moreira off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to create. There's a step back jumper and it's good. Oh, a big basket there by Gonzalez. A 2-point basket for him.
He stepped up and make a big time shot there. Just had his foot on the line, so it wasn't a three-pointer, but Blatch now pulling up from the free throw line.
Andre Blatch retaliating with his own 2-pointer. Reggie Moore giving it up to Antonio Moreira. Conceição. Vander is not on the floor right now. It's Reggie Moore. 8 seconds, 7 seconds in the shot clock. Here's the dash. And then the foil by Japeth Aguilar. Tremendous block there by Aguilar. Kiefer Ravena. R.R. Pogoy getting the ball to fall inside. R.R. Pogoy with a 3-point connection. And the Philippines now go up by one basket. It's a 2-point lead for the Philippines, 67-65. He's a 3-pointer. Oh. Bad attempt here by Reggie Moore. A hurried shot. An air ball. It looks like Andre Blatch might be hurting. You see him, you don't see him here on your screens, but you see him there. Andre Blatch is being attended to right there. And he might have tweaked his ankle. And Andre Blatch is going to go back to the bench at the timeout on the floor, but the Philippines holding on to a 2-point lead right here, right now. And we're back here in Foshan. You take a look at the rebounding story. The Philippines now out-rebounding Angola. And in 2-point connections, Philippines 50% shooting, Angola 43% shooting. The outcome of this ball game, far from settled. There's 3 minutes and 36 to go. Philippines up by 2. Angola once led by 12 points in this game, Josh.
Well, that stat there you mentioned, Dean, already, 43-41 on the rebounds. I would never have said that was going to be the case in this game. You look at the size that Angola has. But I tell you what, right now, Philippines just playing with a lot of heart. And again, Pogoy, we said, where was he from the perimeter the last 2 days? What a time to beg a hit. A huge three-pointer for that young fella.
R.R. Pogoy, previous to that, he went 0 out of 4 from 3-point distance. And what a time for him to hit that big shot against Serbia. Pogoy was 0 out of 2. And against Italy, Pogoy was 0 out of 1. That's his first 3-point connection in the entire tournament so far. Stutter step move here by Kiefer Ravena and Japeth Aguilar with the offensive putback and the slammer. The Philippines going up now by 4 points.
Well, Japeth Aguilar stepping up there, doing what he should have been doing all game, following second opportunities. Now gives the Philippines a huge 4-point lead.
And Coach Will Boyd of Angola, now he's got Vander and Moreira together again. And a nice reverse layup from underneath by Gonzalez. Andre Blatch unable to foil that attempt.
Again, that was too easy now for Conceição just to get to the basket. No help side whatsoever.
And here's an outside shot coming from Kiefer Ravena. And chasing it down with Japeth Aguilar. And Philippines with another possession. Here's Kiefer Ravena on the attack. And he'll be fouled on the way to the hole. Looks like a foul. And Kiefer Ravena turning aggressive. Watch it right here on the attack. He will miss, and then Japeth Aguilar making sure with that throwdown. Again, another look. The miss and then the throwdown off the offensive rebound. Kiefer Ravena at the line.
Well,
Japeth Aguilar coming alive, Josh.
I gotta tell you, Kiefer Ravena right now, along with Japeth Aguilar, but the difference he's making playing that point guard role right now, getting into the zone, making the defense collapse, but more importantly, making things happen.
Here's Kiefer Ravena. Earlier he went 3 out of 3 from the line. Foul taking a 3-point shot. And he missed. He missed. on his first free throw. And the look of anguish on the face of the Filipino fans on that missed free throw. Philippines in the driver's seat. Up ahead by 2. Kiefer Avena looking for his second free throw, and that's in. It's a 3-point lead here by the Philippines. Gonzalez with the possession. They're probably going to feed either of the big men. Moraes, he's been their top scorer, and there's a 3-point shot, and got it! Moraes with a 3-point connection to score. It's tied.
It's a big-time 3-pointer by Carlos Moraes to do it right in the face of Japeth Aguilar, who just over 2 minutes ago as he ties this game up.
Here's Kiefer Avena against Gonzalez. And Andre Blatch with a miss. But the Philippines tracking it down. Kiefer Avena has the possession. Kiefer Avena going one-on-one, walking up the floor. Got to make things happen here. Here's Kiefer Avena with a drop pass. And Japeth Aguilar missing it from point-blank distance. A beautiful pass coming from Ravena, but Aguilar not up to it. 1 minute and 34. This game up for grabs. Here's Moraes. He hit the 3-pointer earlier. And then there's the drive. Moraes. Here's Gonzalez with a big shot. Doesn't get it to fall. And Harar Pagoy with the possession. Harar Pagoy bringing it up court. Now, Philippines slowing it down. CJ Perez on the attack. CJ Perez still with possession. Harar Pagoy with a ball fake. And he moves close. And it's a travel violation by Harar Pagoy. They negate the basket. And another possession here for Angola with 1 minute and 2 to go. This is going to go down to the wire.
Well, that's a great call from the official because, again, he stepped through and then took another few steps. But got to tell you, Dean, not a lot different than Ravena's travel that wasn't called in the first quarter.
You watch it right here again. And Pagoy just taking one step too many against that defense by Van Der. 1 minute and 2 to go. Again, that slick portion being wiped. Lionel Paulo, he will do the inbound. There's Harar Pagoy of the Philippines. And Coach Will Voigt. Gonzalez. He's got the ball. Angola looking to score to break the tie. Moraes against CJ Perez, and Moraes with a basket, and he'll go to the line on the foul. What a tremendous move by Moraes, all the way home for the bucket. And he'll go to the line for the 3-point play opportunity. And CJ Perez fouling Moraes on the way up. And the ball falling inside.
I think the foul might be on Ravena, you know, because if you look at the replay there, Ravena does actually reach in and just make contact with it. So, again, costly play now, puts him up by 3.
Now putting a lot of pressure on the Philippines as Angola up by 3 points with 50. Stats here from 3-point distance. Philippines 8 out of 41, Angola 8 out of 22. So both teams have connected 8 3-pointers in this game so far. So they're dead even in that department. And at this stage with 52.7 seconds to go, Josh, will the Philippines go for a 3-point shot? Will they go for a quick 2 points? What do you think?
Well, you got to go what's best option for you. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't really go with the mindset you're going to go for a straight 2 or straight 3. You got to read what the defense gives you. CJ Perez, Ravenna go for a penetration to get a kick out. The three's open, take it. You got the layup, go for it. Go what's best, read the defense.
And the Filipino fans showing disappointment after Angola racing to a 3-point lead down the stretch. Japet Aguilar with the inbound. It's a full court press here by Angola. Key for Ravenna. All the way in the backcourt. They have 8 seconds to cross the timeline, and he does. Japet Aguilar way outside. They're looking for Andre Blatch. And now CJ Perez. They got to take the shot. That's the outside shot, and he makes it! He makes it! CJ Perez has tied the ball game at 73-all. Unbelievable shot.
I'll tell you what a shot. Big time shot by CJ Perez. Just to step up.
Running through his veins. And a big time 3-point shot coming from CJ Perez to tie the score. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back. Check out some interesting stats here for the Philippines. 8-2 in fast break points. Angola with 3 more turnovers. And then the points of turnovers. Angola with the edge. So even as Angola with more turnovers than the Philippines, they have the advantage in terms of turnover points. Philippines in the penalty. And Angola with still a foul to give. But Angola will get possession now with 33.1 seconds to go. And this is a battle between 2 winless teams. Both these teams are going to Beijing for the classifications, where they'll play Iran and either Tunisia or Puerto Rico in the classifications for number 17 to number 32, the Angolan fans. On your screens, there's Yannick Barrera. Leonel Paulo will be doing the inbound. There's CJ Perez. Moraes has been the big gunner here. Oh, look at Paulo, and no call on that play, and there is a miss, and the Philippines has possession. 22.6 seconds to go. Andre Blatch on the long court. They're looking for the last possible shot. Key for Ravenna. Time slowly ticking away. Ravenna trying to make the move here. And there's a foul. And Angola had a foul to give. But they're now in the penalty situation. 5.2 seconds to go. The score is tied. Do we go into overtime? Troy Rosario checking in right now for Japet Aguilar. There's the foul by Leonel Paulo. And in that situation, Angola not yet in the penalty. And for the Philippines, they need a sure inbound. They need a sure look at the basket. And for Angola, you gotta play the tough defense. You gotta distract the inbounder. Here's CJ Perez. He's taking too long. Time ticking away. He's gotta take a shot. That's all the way from downtown. That shot had nowhere to go but out of bounds. And we are going into overtime. 73-all at the end of 40 minutes. And that was the last gasp attempt coming from CJ Perez from way downtown. Philippines couldn't advance the ball anywhere close to the basket. At that point, Angola was already in the penalty. But we are into overtime. The score is 73-all. And this is a classic ending to this major league battle between 2 winless teams. What a struggle it's been. Philippine head coach Yang Giao talking to his boys. Big difference in the fourth period was Andre Blatch, Kiefer Ravena, CJ Perez conspiring to bring the Philippines almost back from the grave. And Angola holding on behind Carlos Moraes, a three-pointer and then a three-point play connection. That's the Angola head coach, Will Voigt. Overtime in the offing here between the Philippines and Angola.
First overtime now in this group. We'll see which of these two teams now can edge it out. Really just push it to the final minutes. Both of them really going at each other.
Five more minutes to go. And you see the men on either side and how they've scored so far in this beautiful facility in Foshan. And the inbound, Angola with the possession, Domingos. He's taking the outside shot. In and out. And Paulo with the offensive rebound. Another possession here for Angola. Vander with a shot. And not finding the mark. And CJ Perez with a handle. CJ Perez still. And then the reverse layup coming from RR Pogoy off the feed by CJ Perez as the Philippines first on the board here in overtime. Morera, one-on-one action here. He's going to go against Roy Rosario. That should be a 3-second violation.
Without a doubt, I mean, it's happened a few times tonight when they've been down there for a long time. But Dean, you've got to say, what's the saying usually? The first team in overtime, usually the other team that comes out on top.
Here's Andre Blatch faking the three-point shot. And there's a foul on the floor. Penalty situation in effect. And Andre Blatch will go to the line. Watch it right here with a dish and then the reverse layup coming from RR Pogoy. Andre Blatch looking to stretch the Philippines lead. Does he have enough gas in his tank to last this game? He's been huffing and puffing. Free throw connected by Andre Blatch. And he missed the second. Vander with the easy rebound. Philippines up ahead by 3. Domingos outside with Vander. And then Moraes. And that ball tapped out by RR Pogoy. Shot clock 12 seconds for Angola. And once more, Lionel Paulo, their designated inbounder, throwing the ball in. Looking for Domingos. And then Morera. Looking for Moraes. One-on-one against RR Pogoy. Moraes. He goes up and he's fouled by RR Pogoy.
Well, it's a bit of a mismatch they had there in the low block that you can already see. Carlos Moraes, as soon as he got it, just backed down right against RR Pogoy. Now go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
33 years old. Carlos Moraes. He went to high school in the US in Georgia. And then he once attended the Toronto Raptors camp in the NBA. That was back in 2013-14. Coming off a stint with Siena in the Italian league. And then moving over to the Angolan league. Moraes. He doesn't miss from 15 feet. Another free throw coming up here for Moraes, as you see. Eduardo Mingus, at 40 years old, as we said, the oldest player in the competition, has not played in this game. Another player from Angola who has not played is Olimpio Cipriano. So going with a 10-man rotation is Coach Wolvoit of Angola. Moraes looking to slice the Philippine lead, and he does.
Well, if you look at the free throws, Dean, you got Pagoy and Rosario having to double box out against Yannick Moreira, which could have led the free throw shooter wide open. Again, Carlos Moraes just knocks that one away.
Kiefer Avena playing the point guard position up against Dominguez. And then the shot off. Missing the mark. Philippines up by 1, but it's Angola possession. Vander is now sitting down. Reggie Moore is back in. There's the shot by Kiefer Avena. Reggie Moore. He's had 9 points so far in this ball game. Reggie Moore, 2 out of 4 from 3-point distance. Here's Reggie Moore with a shot, and that's it. That's a 3-point connection. He's been the hot man, and he's going 3 out of 5 from deep in this game. And Angola taking over the lead by 2.
Well, that's just a huge three-pointer by Reggie Moore. CJ Perez unable to tie this game up.
He got away, but not able to make the shot on the layup. Dominguez over to Moreira, and they go to Paulo. Paulo. And Moreira is going to find himself wide open for the easy 2 points. And now, Angola stretching the lead to 4 points. 2:23 to go. CJ Perez passing it off to Troy Rosario, and it's a traveling violation. A turnover against the Philippines.
Well, that's a tough play. I'd have to see the replay of that. I couldn't quite see from this angle what CJ Perez had done when he made the penetration.
2 missed shots by the Philippines, and then the turnover. And for the Philippines, that's turnover number 13. They had 8 turnovers in the 3rd period. Leonel Paulo, look at the spin move. And it looks like
They call the offensive foul.
an offensive foul on the hook. They call him on the hook. So a turnover against Angola, giving back possession to the Philippines. Kiefer Avena. He's been playing the point guard position since the crucial stages of the 4th period. A double team here on Andre Blatch. And there is a foul. He'll go to the line. And earlier Blatch, 1 out of 2 from the stripe. 1:54 left in this game. There's that foul by Moreira. On the drive, Andre Blatch.
Well, you know the double team's going to come all the time anytime Andre Blatch gets the ball, but the good thing for the Philippines and for Angola for that matter is they're both in the penalty, so any foul they'll be going to shoot free throws.
Andre Blatch, smooth as silk. First free throw inside. And now with 22 points across his name. Andre Blatch, 9-year NBA veteran. Played for the Washington Wizards and the Brooklyn Nets. Making it 2 out of 2. The lead is down to 2 for Angola. Angola with the possession. 1:48 to go. They're looking at Moreira against Andre Blatch. And then the drive. Oh, Moraes missing the layup. Missing the layup. Kiefer Avena holding the ball in the long court. CJ Perez looking for Andre Blatch. Andre Blatch with a fall away. Doesn't get it to fall.
You see when Carlos Moraes missed that layup, he was so disappointed with himself with his hands in his head, but Coach Voigt screaming at him, get back on defense.
Here's Dominguez with a stutter step. And then the easy tap by Moreira. Andre Blatch doesn't look like he has enough gas in his tank. And it looks like an offensive foul against the Philippines for pushing off. And that could be the last nail in the coffin. It's a 4-point lead for Angola. 1:07, but a critical turnover. Giving up another possession here for the Philippines. You watch it right here. And there's that push by CJ Perez. And referees catching it right there. And Eduardo Mingus cheering his teammates on. Philippines now under the gun. Angola with another possession. Coach Will Voigt. Angola looking to hang on to this lead. Reggie Moore hit a big three-pointer earlier. He's got 3 in this game. Here's Moraes going up against RR Pogoy. Moraes on the attack, on the drive. RR Pogoy batting it out of bounds. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for Angola.
Oh, Pogoy just reached in just at the right time there. Very lucky not to get called for a foul, but it's a big defensive play. 5 seconds on the shot clock for Angola.
Here's Angola. 5 seconds to inbound. There's Reggie Moore. That's a tough fadeaway. And Kiefer Avena with a rebound. Less than a minute to go in this game. Philippines needing to score right here, right now. Kiefer Avena against Reggie Moore. Kiefer Avena looking for CJ Perez. That's the shot, and then the miss. A wide open three-pointer, and CJ Perez failing to connect. And now Angola. And Kiefer Avena giving up the foul to stop the clock. It's a 4-point difference now. Angola can seal it with free throws. 31.3 seconds to go. What a game this has been. Both teams had their moments. Angola holding on to this lead, showing a lot more composure down the stretch. And you see Junmar Fajardo and Raymond Almazan, 2 bigs of the Philippines, on the bench. And Paul Dalistan.
Oh, it was a tough play there because all CJ Perez do is got to make that three-point, and it's only a 1-point ball game, but 31 seconds to go.
Oh, missing the free throw there is Dominguez. But it's a 2-possession lead by Angola with 31.3 seconds to go. Dominguez looking to make sure on his second free throw, and he gets it to go. Both of them with 9 connections apiece. And in terms of field goals, 41% shooting for Angola and 33% shooting for the Philippines. As the Philippine head coach Yang Giao mapping out final instructions with 31.3 seconds to go. And Angola with a 2-possession lead. It's a 5-point advantage for Angola over the Philippines. We are in overtime, and it's been a dandy, Josh.
As indeed, Dean. I mean, you look at the percentages as you just mentioned, but the Philippines have shot 44 three-pointers tonight, only made 9. As you can see, Reggie Moore hitting his 3rd tray of the game. But again, CJ Perez had a brilliant opportunity to cut it to a 1-point ball game. And now the Philippines find themselves down by 5 with 31 to go here in the OT.
And that was a big tip coming from Moreira here down the stretch. Moreira with 12 points in this ball game, and here's RR Pogoy with the inbound. And they give it to Japet Aguilar. Philippines cannot dilly-dally. They need to be able to get the shot off, and here's RR Pogoy with a shot! It's a 3-pointer for RR Pogoy. And the lead is down to 2. Philippines, will they foul? Moraes, 17 seconds. Time running out here on the Philippines.
You have to foul.
And Conceição, Reggie Moore. Over to Mirage, and finally they give it a foul on the man the Philippines probably didn't want to foul, Mirage. And he's a dead shot from the free throw line. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. 7.7 seconds to go. The Philippines needed to stop the clock. In Angola, ahead by 2 points. Mirage looking to make it a 2-possession lead. Here's Mirage. And making the first free throw. And he doesn't miss. The Angolan fans feeling it. And they see victories in the air. Up by 3. Angola looking to make it a 2-possession lead once more. And Mirage, oh, misses! He misses! And here's the Philippines looking to attack. And the three-pointer coming from Kiefer Ravena does not find the mark. And it's over. It's over. Angola holding on for a 3-point victory over the Philippines, 84-81 in overtime. You got to give credit to both these teams. They gave it all they had. And Angola, with a composure, with a poise, hitting big shots down the stretch, playing tough defense, forcing turnovers against the Philippines. And that's the final score. Angola 84, the Philippines 81. Angola booking its first victory here in the 2019 FIBA World Cup. The world's got game. And back in Foshan, as you see the Angolan basketball team coming away with an 84-81 win over the Philippines for their first victory here in the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Angolan fans enjoying the moment, and the Philippine team unbowed, going back to the locker room. They fought a good fight. There's Marshall Lassiter, a Philippine team player, injured, not able to play with the national team in this competition. And the Angolan basketball players leaving the floor. A wonderful game here for Angola. Vander had a brilliant performance along with Moreira, Mirage, Reggie Moore doing a lot of damage down the stretch. As you take a look at the final percentages, Philippines actually shooting much better from the 2-point distance, and Philippines with one more 3-point connection than Angola. And in terms of assists, 18-16 for Angola. Philippines plus 5 in the steals department. And you take a look at the leading scorers, or rather the top scorers. And Vander with 20 points, Moreira with 12, Reggie Moore with 12 points, Blatch with an outstanding performance with 23 points, and CJ Perez 17 points, and Robert Bollick with 10 points. So 2 rookies combining for 27 points for the Philippines, Perez and Bollick. A classic matchup, went down to the wire. As you see some highlights of the game, and Reggie Moore with a block shot against Robert Bollick, and Vander was a man on a mission in this one, firing up his teammates from the sidelines, getting the shots to fall inside while on the court. And Andre Blatch had his moments, 23 points, and finding CJ Perez for the big outside bomb. And CJ Perez with 17 points in this one. Vander, big game for him. And Andre Blatch putting the ball on the floor, but he was blocked by Vander that time. Watch it right there with a clean block upstairs. Coach Wilvoit willing his players to play it all they had, leaving it all on the floor. And Conceição hitting it on the reverse. A wonderful game, a beautifully well-played game. Mirage with the elevation, and a big three-pointer in overtime and a three-point play for him. And he carried the load down the stretch for Angola. There was that reverse layup scored by R.R. Pogoy and Gabe Norwood. Chinese fans loving the action. And Reggie Moore with a big three-pointer. He had 3 conversions from deep in this game. And Coach Will Voigt victorious. The first victory of Angola here in the 2019 FIBA World Cup, the World's Got game. See the assistant coach of Angola, John Bryant. And then the drive by Gershon Dominguez, and then the tip-in by Yannick Moreira. Well-played game. Angola getting the better of the Philippines, 84-81. And that's it from Foshan as we take a look at the leaderboard. Angola now with 1 win, 2 losses. The Philippines going down with 0-3. And in a little bit, we'll see the battle between 2 undefeated teams, Serbia and Italy. Thank you very much for watching. This is Dean Kenito Henson signing off from Foshan.